Hello everybody, myself Jyoti and this is the second lecture on physics of semiconductors. In this particular lecture, basically we are going to study statistics of electrons and holes in intrinsic semiconductors. That means we are basically going to calculate number of electrons and number of holes present in intrinsic semiconductors. So at any finite temperature, some electrons will acquire sufficient thermal energy which will raise them from valence band to conduction band, and that is how the current flows in case of uh, semiconductors. And the actual number depends on the number of permissible electron energy levels and the probability of these levels being occupied. So this is how the silicon looks at absolute zero temperature. So you can see that at absolute zero all the covalent bonds are packed and no electron is free for conduction. That is how at silicon at absolute zero temperature it behaves like an insulator. Now, how the electron conduction takes place in silicon? Now, at room temperature, as the temperature increases, you can see that some of the covalent bonds break and the electrons are set free, which can move, which they are confined within the crystal, but they can move inside the crystal, and that is how electron conduction takes place in silicon. Now, at times what happens, instead of electron, you may have a holes as the charge carriers, and the holes will move from one place to another place within the crystal, and hole will be the majority charge carrier. So that is how hole conduction takes place in silicon. Now the later part is we will find out the number of electrons and number of holes. We will go into the statistics. So let's do it. So now under the conditions of thermal equilibrium, the number of electrons per unit volume having energy in a range dE about E in the conduction band of intrinsic semiconductor, it will be given by this formula. N of E dV equals to Zc of E dE Fn of E. Now here what is Fn of E? Fn of E, it is equilibrium Fermi distribution function, and Zc of E, it is density of states factor. Now the occupation number for electron is given by Fn of E is equals to 1 upon 1 plus exponential E minus EF upon kBt. And Zc of E formula also we know, it is pi by 2 8 me star upon h square raised to 3 by 2 E minus 0 raised to half for metals, because here the forbidden energy gap for metals, it is 0. Now for semiconductors, however, this E starts at the bottom of conduction band, and hence when we write it for semiconductors, same expression Zc of E will become Zc of E dE is equals to pi by 2 8 me star h square raised to 3 by 2 E minus EC raised to half dE, where me star is the effective mass of the electron. Now, since the Fermi level for an intrinsic semiconductor must lie well within the forbidden energy region, and as we should have kBt very small than Eg at all accessible temperatures, the condition Ec minus Ef, it should be very much greater than kBt, will always be satisfied in practice, and hence E minus Ef will also be very much greater than kBt. So here E minus Ef, it will be very much greater than kBt. So this whole term will be greater, and that is how we can neglect this term 1 as compared to this. So here Fn of E, we will get exponential. Here what we will get? We will neglect this 1. So I will get 1 upon exponential of E minus Ef upon kBt. और फिर मैं उसको ऊपर लूंगी. So there will be a change of sign. So exponential of EF minus E upon kBt. So that is what I got here. Exponential EF minus E upon kBt. This exponential, it is in the denominator. When it will go to the numerator, then it will become 1 upon e raised to x. It is e raised to minus x. So I have made it as exponential of minus of E minus EF upon kBt. Minus of E minus EF upon kBt, that is nothing but EF minus E upon kBt. Thus, the total number of electrons per unit volume in the conduction band, it will be given by integration of N of E dE. So we will integrate from EC to infinity Zc of E Fn of E dE, because we know that N of E is Zc of E into Fn of E. Now what we will do, we will substitute the value of Zc of E and Fn of E here. Now here I have E minus EC. So for E minus EC, I will substitute. Suppose E minus EC, it is equals to x. Then I will have dE it is equals to dx, because differentiation of EC, it will be 0. And here also for E I will substitute x plus EC. So these are the three substitutions which I have made. So I will get n equals to pi by 2 h me star upon h square raised to 3 by 2 exponential. I have exponential EF. For E I substituted x plus EC, right? So e raised to a into e raised to b, I can, or e raised to a plus b, I can write as e raised to a into e raised to b. So what I have done here, exponential EF upon kBt I took outside, and here I have taken only exponential of e की जगह पे मैंने लिखा x plus EC. So I am getting exponential minus EC plus x upon kBt dx. And e minus EC, it is nothing but x. So x raised to half, exponential EF upon kBt is outside, exponential minus e upon kBt minus e की जगह पे I substituted this x plus EC into dx. For dE I substituted dx. Now n is equals to pi by 2 8 m star h square raised to 3 by 2 exponential EF minus EC upon kBt, integration 0 to infinity x raised to half exponential minus alpha x dx. So what I did, I simply, instead of 1 upon kBt, I substituted alpha. Now we are going to use a gamma function here. So according to gamma function, integration 0 to infinity x raised to half e raised to minus alpha x dx, it is equals to root pi by 2 1 upon alpha raised to 3 by 2. So root pi by 2, alpha is nothing but 1 upon alpha, it is nothing but kBt. So kBt raised to 3 by 2. So n is equals to pi by 2. I will substitute this value of this integral. I calculated the value of this integral. I will substitute it over here. So I will get n equals to pi by 2 8 m star h square raised to 3 by 2 exponential EF minus EC upon kBt root pi kBt raised to 3 by 2 upon 2. Now I will solve this. 8 raised to 3 by 2 upon 2 2s are 4. If I solve this, I will just get 2, and here 2 raised to 3 by 2. I will get this 2. Okay, and then pi raised to 1 and pi raised to half, that is pi raised to 3 by 2. So I took pi inside 3 by 2 because pi raised to 1, pi raised to root pi raised to 3 by 2. So it is inside. So 2 pi me star kBt, because kBt is also raised to 3 by 2. So I will take here h square raised to 3 by 2 exponential EF minus EC upon kBt. Now this term, the 2 times 2 pi me star kBt h square is almost constant compared to the exponential term, this term. And so it is called as pseudo constant and it is given by NC. So for this term, I can write NC. So my expression becomes n equals to NC exponential minus of EC minus EF upon kBt. The number of holes P per unit volume in the valence band of a semiconductor can be found in a similar manner. Here we calculated the number of electrons. In a similar manner, we can calculate the number of holes. As the presence of a hole can be regarded as absence of electrons, the Fermi function of holes in the valence band is the inverse function equals to 1 minus Fn of E. So in this case, we may write rho of E, we will write P of E. P of E dE as the number of holes. So electrons के वक्त हम लोगों ने लिखा था n of E dE. For number of holes we will write P of E dE. So I calculated P of E dE is equals to same minus infinity to EV ZV of E EP of E dE. Okay. So FP of E, it is the probability that a hole will be associated with a quantum state of energy E. In other words, that such a state will be unoccupied by an electron. So if there is a hole, there is an absence of electron. This probability is just 1 minus the probability of occupation Fn of E. Because total probability for number of holes and number of electrons, it is 1. So if Fn of E is the probability for electrons, then 1 minus Fn of E will be the probability for holes. So Fp of E, it is 1 minus Fn of E. It is equals to 1 minus, I will substitute the value of Fn of E here and then I will just multiply. 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus exponential E minus EF upon kBt. I cross multiply. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into exponential E minus EF upon kBt, this one, and this minus 1 over here upon 1 plus exponential E minus EF upon kBt. This one get cancelled out and I will get 1 upon 1 plus exponential EF minus E upon kBt. Now exponential EF minus E upon kBt is very much greater than 1. So I will get Fp of E is equals to 1 upon exponential EF minus E upon kBt is equals to exponential minus, I will take it in the numerator, so sign will change. So I'm getting exponential minus EF minus E upon kBt. So Zv of E, it is pi by 2, 8 mp star h square EV minus E square. This is the same expression as that for the electrons, only there is a change. Instead of Me, I have taken Mp, that is the mass of the hole. So where Mp is the effective mass of the hole, putting 1 and 2 in 3. So we have this equation 1 Fp of E, Zv of E, and we will substitute these two values in the expression for calculating the P of E dE. So we will get P equals to pi by 2 8 mp star h square raised to 3 by 2 integration infinity to EV minus E raised to half exponential E minus EF upon kBt into dE. Now I will substitute EV minus E equals to X. This is just the same expression which we have done for electrons. In a similar way, we have to do the steps. So pi by 2 8 mp star h square raised to 3 by 2 exponential, यहाँ पे EF की जगह पे EV minus E, it is X. Then for E, I will substitute dE, it will be equals to dx, and exponential EF minus EF upon kBt I have taken outside, and here I will get exponential. For E, I can write EV minus X. So from this expression, I know that E is equals to EV minus X. So I substituted this value upon kBt into dx. Let alpha equals to kBt. So I will get this kind of expression. Then again, I'm using the same kind of thing which I have done for the electrons, taking gamma function and all. And at the end, I'm going to get this expression, just similar to what I got in case of electrons. So here, this factor, again, it is a close to constant, and instead of a NC, I will write it as a NV. So I'm getting P equals to NV exponential EV minus EF upon kBt. It is also written sometimes as NP. So this is again the pseudo constant. So for intrinsic semiconductor, we have N equals to P, number of electrons, it is equals to number of holes. So Me star raised to 3 by 2 exponential minus EC minus EF upon kBt equals to MP star 3 by 2 exponential minus EF minus EV upon kBt. We calculated N, we calculated P, I just substituted the value. Then I will get exponential minus EF minus EV upon kBt. I will divide this with EV minus EF upon kBt. It is equals to MP star raised to 3 by 2 upon ME star raised to 3 by 2. That means total raised to 3 by 2. Now exponential, I can write this as EF minus EC plus EV minus EF. So here when I solve this, e raised to a upon e raised to b, that is e raised to a minus b. I did that way. So I will get 2 times EF minus EC minus EV. EF minus EC minus EV minus plus EF. So it will become EF plus EF, 2EF upon kBt. This is equals to EC plus EV upon kBt plus 3 by 2 log of MP star upon ME star. How I got this? I am taking anti-log of both sides. So when I take anti-log of both sides, here the exponential term will come out. So basically I will get here 2, I'm solving it over here, 2EF minus EC plus EV upon kBt. I will separate this term kBt, right? It is equals to MP upon MC star raised to 3 by 2. And when I have taken anti-log, so this will become log of this. So then I shifted this term to other side. So I am getting 2 times EF upon kBt. It is equals to EC plus EV upon kBt. This term I took to the other side, plus log of MP star upon ME star raised to 3 by 2. So log A raised to B. It can be written as B log A. So that is how I have written 3 by 2. I took here 3 by 2 log MP star upon ME star. So EF I will divide throughout or multiply throughout by kBt upon 2, because I don't want this term over here. So I will multiply throughout by kBt and divide throughout by 2, so that I will get the value of EF. When I do that, I will get EF equals to EC plus EV upon 2 plus 3 by 4 kBt log MP star upon ME star. Now MP star is equals to ME star. If we consider this, then we will get EF, it is equals to EC plus EV upon 2. That is, the Fermi level is midway between the valence band and conduction band, but normally MP star is greater than ME star, so EF is just above the middle and rises slightly with increasing temperature. So NC upon NV, it is equals to ME star upon MP star raised to 3 by 2 in terms of pseudo constants. And it can be concluded that if MP star is not equals to ME star, the Fermi level is a function of temperature. And N into P, if I take product of N and P, I'll get this term. It is just simple multiplication of N and P terms. And EC minus EV, it is equals to EG, which is called as the width of the forbidden gap. So for EC minus EV, I can write EG, and then I will get the expression for NP as like this. And we know that this is nothing but the product of NC and NV, two pseudo constants, one for electron and one for holes. So I'm getting NP, it is equals to NC NV exponential of minus EG upon kBt. So these are the statistics how to calculate the number of electrons and number of holes which are present in intrinsic semiconductor. Thank you so much.